Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the Average Show Dividends YouTube channel. If you've been following this journey, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe so that you do not miss future videos. Also, please click the like button to help grow this channel and get the word out on dividend growth investing. Getting paid just for owning stocks. This is what dividend growth investing is all about. In this video, I'm going to go over all of the dividends that I received for the ETF VTI and the mutual fund VTSAX. These are both offerings from Vanguard. These are total stock market index funds. And what we're looking at right now, this is my M1 stock brokerage account. This is an IRA. This is pretty much most of my working career for 401ks that were transferred over here. This does not include my current 401k, but I just wanted to show you, proof of receipt of these dividends. And here's VTI. This one came in this morning, so I was able to do the video. Here's $743.42. You can see that for December, a lot of dividends rolled in. You can see SCHD as well as BST and VU as well. I'll show you what this portfolio, its makeup is. You can see right here it's CEF of BST along with these three ETFs, and I'm going to show you the other dividends because Vanguard does not have a really good platform where I can share the actual dividends without giving out like account numbers, things like that. So I've listed the dividend right here. I have an IRA. This is money that I put in. This is cash that I put in every year for several years, and this is built up. And we can see VTI. This paid me $862, and then I also have a taxable account where I have VTSAX there, and it paid me $307. I have an active 401k with my current employer, and they offer VTSAX. You can see I am mostly into VTSAX. I have a little bit of bonds, a little bit of cash there, but there's an additional $262. And just what I showed you a second ago, you can see the dividend that was paid from VTI, the $743. I'm just going to do a quick count up. You can see it was $21.76.86. Now it's the total for both VTI and VTSAX. And we can see when we add the total value of my VTI and VTSAX, it comes in at over $520,000, and that's over 35% of my net worth is in just those two index funds. And I think VTI, VTSAX, if you're going to pick just one investment, and especially as a young investor, if I was 20 years old again today, I would put everything into VTI or VTSAX, or if you're with Fidelity, like an FC Rocks, something like that, just a total stock market index where there is a low fee. And I'm going to bounce over to YouTube, and I highly recommend watching the first 15 minutes of this video with J.L. Collins. He is very, very wise, and he'll tell you in 15 minutes why you should be investing in a total stock market index and concentrating your investing into that with each and every paycheck as much as you can, and start as early as you can. And I completely agree with this philosophy. When I started out investing, I actually had probably more conservative outlook in putting more bonds into my portfolio, and just as I learn more, I think bonds, there's really no place in a portfolio for bonds if you're younger. If you're 20, 30 years old, I wouldn't have any bonds at all. I would be 100% stock, and I wouldn't be worrying about bonds until you're getting maybe 5 years from retirement, and then maybe I would look into having bonds then. And I really don't have too many bonds in my portfolio. I'll show you really quick. You can see I have some international bonds and a bond index out here, but you can see the value of them. Here's one for 2000, nearly 2000 again. Here's some more bonds here again, and you can see my 401k. I have some bonds here, another almost 9,000. So I'm very cash heavy right now, and I think that is okay, because with the online savings accounts paying 4.5%, I think right now they're doing better than bonds. But who knows? In the future, I may add more bonds. But of course, I'm dripping the dividends from bonds, or the interest from them, back into those bonds to buy more. But as you can see, just as this shows my net worth, you can see exactly what I'm invested in. I'm mostly in ETFs, or total stock market ETFs, and also some international as well with the VXUS. You can see I have that in a couple places. I have an IRA as well as my taxable brokerage account. You can see a small Roth IRA I have as well, is all in VXUS. So let's just take a look at Vanguard's website. We could take a look at the expense ratio, and VTI, this is the ETF version of it, and VTSAX is a mutual fund. It's traded, it has pretty much the same makeup as VTI, same stocks and everything, but the expense ratio is just 0.01% more with VTSAX. And since VTSAX is a mutual fund, it is traded at the end of the day. If you're watching like the prices of VTI, you will see it is changing and fluctuating throughout the day. We'll just scroll down here real quick, and let's see real quick what the makeup of this is. And it's going to be pretty much the same for your Fidelity, Schwab, those ETFs as well. They're going to have probably Apple as their top holding, and Microsoft. You can see this is about 20% is in probably the top 10 companies, largest companies, and that's the same with like a VU as well. It's going to be weighted just in the S&P 500, the top 500 U.S. companies. And the difference with VTI is over VU, you're going to have some of the small cap, mid cap companies in there. And I believe, let's see how many, there's like over 3,000, I think it's 3,700 different stocks that make up VTI. And we can see here the dividend, of course, so we're going over the dividend today. You can see the dividend has been going up, and it looks like the largest distribution is in the fourth quarter. And you can see it's gone up as well from last year, from 93 cents a share to just a little bit over $1. I'm going to go over to dividendinvestor.com. We'll look at a little bit more of the history of what the payouts have been for VTI. You can see again that dollar, just over $1 there. I'm going to go back, it was 85 cents in 2021 for the big payout, 78 cents. There's an anomaly here in 2019. It paid more than it did in 2020. Probably has to do with the whole COVID outbreak. You see in 2018, 72 cents. Let's see how far back it goes. That's as far back as it goes. But you can see, though, there is a trend, an upward trend of a higher and higher dividend being paid for VTI. Let's just take a look at the stock performance. We can look back, starting, looks like 2001. You can see there are some ups and downs in the market. You can see here just this little dip. It's funny when you expand this out about 20 some years, a huge crash that we had in 2008, 2009 just looks kind of like a little downturn here, and that's what that is. But you can see, though, this chart just, it seems to go up and to the right over time, and that's what these ETFs, these total stock market ETFs, do over time if you let them have enough time to do what they're going to do, and that is an average of an 8 to 10% gain every year. Of course, that is an average. Some years you're going to have losses, and you could have multiple losses over multiple years, so just be prepared, and be prepared for a possibility of like a 50% drop. And you just have to hold on. You have to hold on and also keep contributing. You can see here, here's the COVID. It went down to looks like 115 a share, bounced back up, and the high was in, looks like, yeah, January, was it? November 21. Looks like we had a high, and we're returning back to all-time highs. We're getting very close. I think we're like a point or two off of all-time highs, but that's what the stock market does, though, is it goes to all-time highs and new all-time highs as well. It's just the chart will continue, in my opinion, keep going up and to the right as well. But that's pretty much all I wanted to show you was, you know, the total dividends I received for a VTI VTSAX, because my investment philosophy is I would like to just draw off of the dividends rather than sell shares. And of course, VTI VTSAX doesn't pay a huge dividend. It's about 1.5%. But if you hold it over decades, that dividend, your yield on cost is going to go up and up, as I showed you before, where the dividend is going up and up over the years. You can see where we've gone over $1, and hopefully, if things go right in 2024, we'll have all-time highs once again for VTI and VTSAX for their dividends. So thanks for sticking to the end of this video. Please click the like button if you got any value from this video. Also subscribe so that you do not miss future videos. I'll be doing a video very soon that will go over all the dividends that I received for December. I'm going to count up all the dividends, not just in my dividend portfolio, but everything from my 401k to my IRAs, everything, and it's going to be a very high number. So thanks again, everybody. I hope you have a great week, and everybody take care.